This is Silas. Just a quick video about this little thing I noticed this weekend. This weekend, or the past weekend, like right now on this weekend, there's actually been a tweet of Donald Trump hitting this golf ball. It's this meme of him hitting a golf ball. And then it cuts to a scene of it supposedly hitting Hillary Clinton in the back, and then she kind of tumbles into the plane. But it's not that. Something else with President Donald J. Trump. From a few days ago, he had an 11-year-old boy show up at the White House and mow the lawn. The 11-year-old boy had sent a letter to the White House saying it would be an honor to come out and mow the lawn sometimes. The guy is apparently an entrepreneur into mowing lawns. I guess he does it in his neighborhood or wherever he was from, and he ended up doing that. And it made for a really cool photo op. You know, you see something like that, and then later on, you have this tweet coming out. So people are like up here with Trump, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, he's the worst person ever. And then he does a thing with the kids, like, oh, he's kind of cool. But regardless of how you feel about him, when I was seeing the kid mowing the lawn, I was thinking, oh man, he's not doing that good of a job. I mean, it's a good photo op and everything, but it's not doing that good of a job. Then I started thinking, okay, how good was I at doing some of these basic things when I was 11? You know, just these basic chores and things like that. And then it had me thinking about certain jobs that you see people doing in society, which ostensibly adults are doing, grown-ups are doing, and you're wondering, okay, this should be something kids should be doing. Like a simple thing like handing out flyers. Like you have some jobs where people are just handing out flyers or people wearing sandwich boards. There's certain things in certain occupations where I kind of see and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's probably really rough to do at a certain age. Like you're trying to support a family on this. And then that goes with the whole like fight for 15 thing. People are saying, oh, we need a living wage. Now, first of all, with that living wage saying, if you're alive, you're getting a living wage. Technically, even people who are homeless, who don't have jobs, if they're still alive, they're somehow getting a living something. So the term in and of itself, I don't really like that, because now what kind of lifestyle are you saying? Does it mean like you're not living if you don't have a TV in your home? Or what about the people who make more money but decide they don't want to have a living? So the whole like make a living thing, I think, now that's even up for question. Why do people use this term, and what is a living? Why are you focusing only on how to live in a certain given area in New York City, whereas you could just move to like Kansas City and then you can do something else there? You could probably make a different kind of amount of money there. So yes, that whole make a living thing. Back to the point though. So the fight for 15 thing, and I'm wondering, you guys are doing jobs that technically children can do. Now there's also the whole immigration thing. Another thing I find rather insulting is when people say, oh, we need to have these people here because they're doing jobs Americans wouldn't do. They're doing jobs that that are very low income, that are very low skill. And it's like, wait, you know who else can do these jobs? Children. Not only children, but if those people who are doing these low income, sometimes under the minimum wage or whatever wage jobs that they're saying Americans, local people wouldn't do, children could do these jobs. People with very low skills could do these jobs. Because even if it's just a basic job where you go and you stand behind a machine and you walk back and forth, the showing up to the location, learning to be there, learning to be accountable in that sense, makes you have the ability to learn other skills. And it's something that you do that and then you figure out, okay, from here I'm going to go out and I'm going to do more with this. I'm going to learn something else during this time. I'm going to be trustworthy enough to do this. I'm going to start picking up and understanding, okay, where does this guy get the gas? And you offer, okay, let me get the gas as well. Then, okay, how do you get the clients? And you offer, okay, let me get the clients as well. Okay, now that I'm mowing your lawn, maybe let me offer to water if I can do the lawn faster now and I've been hired to do this job and my boss told me, okay, you do this job, you can mow this lawn of this certain size in an hour, and then you learn a faster way to do it. And then now you got 15 minutes extra. With that 15 minutes extra, maybe you offer, oh, maybe I'll help you like water your plants. And then you start learning the ability to kind of build up new skills, build up new abilities. And these are things that are done with kids. So I was thinking, instead of this fight for 15 thing, why don't you have work from 13 thing, where you kind of get this thing back? I know there's some kind of memes going around online saying child labor laws are ruining this country. And in a way, it's not necessarily that wrong. I think having kids work on things is not necessarily a bad thing. I think people should do chores. Maybe the increase of people spending time in school, parents not being in the home, so people aren't doing chores as much, then from not doing chores as much. They're not learning the work ethic at home. Then they grow up to be older and they don't really understand how to take care of themselves in home economics and things like that. So there's a lot of knock-on effects, knock-down effects with this whole kids shouldn't work thing. And I think there's also a thing where certain older people have gone through schooling systems and they understand that they are not that prepared to be in the workforce. They don't have skills that really demand that much. I mean, that can really demand that much in salary. So I think there might be an innate thing where they just know as creatures, as just somewhere inside, they know if we get to a situation where we're having more competitive people come into the market, then it's going to even lessen our already low abilities. We're already going to be considered even lesser than we already are if we have kids who are studying better, who are learning better, who are actually more capable. So just think about those. What do you guys think about that? The work from 13 thing. When did you guys start working? I don't know what age you are. I don't know if it's changing that much right now with Generation Z, which is saying it's supposedly one of the most conservative generations. But yeah, so fight for 13. Work from 13. I think that should be a thing. Should be a thing to focus. I know there's an extended childhood. People are getting longer and longer. So back in the day when it was like, maybe lifespan was around 60. Back in the day, like it was that long. It was long ago. And then now lifespans are around 90. So maybe the childhood is being extended. So I get, there's a lot of things to talk about here. But yeah, what do you guys think? Why do you think some places kids work more and some places they don't? Don't you think there's a kind of situation where you can just have children working and earning money in a more safe environment? I'm not saying throw people back into factories and have them working in coal mines and things like that. But yeah, there's ways I think to take advantage of a lot of kids. Another simple one, I'm just adding this one. I was just thinking, like, kids already understand how to use computers a lot better, and there's certain situations where you have people just doing like secretarial jobs where they're kind of just typing memos or dictating things or taking audio into text. And I know they have machines and things like this and automation that can handle this, but there's so many jobs out there that I think can be done just by kids, and we're wasting a lot of man hours here. We're wasting, well, not man hours, I guess we're wasting a lot of boy and girl hours. Yes, Silas is demanding children get back to work. Work from 13. Let me know what you guys think. Till next video, like, share, and subscribe. Working on a series right now. I'm about to travel back to Kenya this week. So I'll still keep the videos coming as I go. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Till next video. This is Silas. Goodbye.